we have an exciting program in store for you for the next couple of days. But tonight we have a really exciting announcement. We've got Brandon couldn't stay away, so Brandon's over on the CSR side now. But anyway, so welcome to Brandon also. But right now, Sarah Fullwood has a few. Sorry, Sarah. A few announcements as well.
Okay, thank you, Lori. I'm only saying something because Brandon told me that I had to. Let's all just keep in mind, Brandon and Lori run the show. I just try to stay out of the way. So Brandon and some of your colleagues have put together an extraordinary announcement this evening. And I just wanted to take a second to thank you all for coming to Asheville. This is home for me, North Carolina. And so it is a pleasure to welcome you all to the greatest state in the Union. I hope that you appreciate it as well. Running and North Carolina, I think, go hand in hand, as you will hear very shortly. But there is an element of joy that comes from being outside and also being among friends. And so I think that what some of your colleagues have done and what you have done is truly extraordinary, and I am so happy that Brandon is here to tell you a little bit more about the details. I've just kind of given you a tease. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh, Jill, I'm sorry. Brandon, I forgot to look at the runner show. I'm sorry. You only sent it to me 3 times, and I still messed it up. I'm so sorry. Jill, would you like to come and talk a little bit more? Is Javier coming up with you as well?
I think I'm going to introduce Javier. I did read the runner show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just a little busy today. I'm sorry I'm messing this up, Brandon. But Jill is going to come forward now and talk a little bit more in detail about this really amazing thing that has happened and that we're just really excited to be a part of. Jill.
Thank you. Like I really need a mic, but as you know, I'm kind of loud. But basically what it is I'm here to tell a little bit of a backstory. So back in 2019, pre-pandemic, I was out on a run with Ed Kim, and I'd just done I'd run with Miles, I'd run with a whole bunch of people throughout the automotive industry. And then at the Midwest Automotive Media Association, we created the 4 Miles of Fitness. So after our rally day, we go run the 4 miles of the track at Road America. And so this idea is kind of percolating that I should create a group of runners in the automotive industry. And then the pandemic happened. And everything closed. And I was like, oh, this is a really good time to create an online organization or group for people to log their runs, to talk about running, to support each other, to create a community and fellowship when we can't see each other in person. And so I created a Facebook group, and I called it the Ragnar Interest, Automotive Interest Relay Group, because my goal someday is to do the Bourbon Chase. I don't know if anybody in here is a runner and you know what the Ragnar race is. It's a 200-mile race, and you run at the Bourbon Chase between the distilleries. So, come on, this is near and dear to all of our hearts. And I thought that would be a really fun idea. So I created this group, and at the very beginning of the pandemic, the first couple of months, Ragnar put out a 500-mile challenge. And it was over a 2-week period, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put this in the runners group, and I'm going to say, well, let's run 500 miles together. And so everybody was like, okay, I can do 25 miles in 2 weeks, I can do 30 miles, I can do whatever. And so we came together as a group, and we ran 500 miles. We're like, yay, we did something together. And so we've done a couple of challenges since then. However, there's somebody over here who's a little bit stubborn and took it to the nth degree and kept running and running and running. So Javier is really the real reason why we are here today, because
everybody.
Well, but he came up with a really cool idea to commemorate, just the teamship and fellowship that we created together as a group. So
when that original challenge finished, I said, what I'm going to do next, because we were still locked down, we weren't traveling or anything. So I've been running every day since July 15, 2020.
Yep.
So it's been 2 years and 9 days today. So when the 2 years came up, I was thinking, let's do something else about this, because it's 2 years at school, but it's the group and everything. So we talked to Brandon, and I think Brandon will have to come up now and explain a little bit why he was able, or the Hyundai group was able, to do something with our running group, and I guess the 2 years that I've been running.
Great, thank you so much, Javier. First of all, it's really great to see all of you guys. I spent over 3 years with you guys, every single media drive, so it's really great to see all of you guys. And Jill and Javier, what a great idea. Now, what I want to bring up, Tom Hill. He is the general manager of Hyundai of Asheville. And so, I don't know if you know, but the global vision for Hyundai is progress for humanity. And for us, what that means is giving back to the community where we work and where we live. And so when Javier approached us, he says, hey, is there something that you can do? Maybe there's a nonprofit we can donate to. And so I said, hey, how about we do $25 per mile and have all the Ragnar Rally group participate? And let's see how we can do that.
Yeah. So there were 23 people in the group, and the challenge was to run 400 miles. We did 682.3. So, but there was a cap to the donation, right?
Yes, so I know Javier, and he could run. So I said, hey, it's maxed out at 10,000. So this is where it maxed out at 10,000. But we needed to select a nonprofit. And rather than me talk about the nonprofit, I want to introduce Keith Fishburne. He is the president and CEO of the Special Olympics, and he's going to give an overview of the Special Olympics. Please welcome Keith.
Great, thank you very much. And let me just tell you, I'm the president of Special Olympics North Carolina. I don't have Tim Shriver's job in Washington. If you know Tim Shriver, he's the nephew of John F. Kennedy, because we were founded by Eunice Kennedy Shriver back in the late 1960s. Special Olympics is the world's largest sports organization for people with intellectual disabilities. And it's through partnerships like this that allows us to exist. We never ask our athletes to pay any costs or fees associated with their participation in sports. How many of you have ever been a part of a sports organization that paid all your fees? Probably not. But Special Olympics has dedicated itself globally to making sure that this happens for any person with an intellectual disability who has an interest in being involved in sports. We don't expect all people to want to be involved in sports, but a lot of people want to be. And we're also beginning to integrate people without intellectual disabilities into our program through what's called Unified Sports. So we're actually broadening our scope. And health and fitness is a key area of our trainings with our athletes, not just teaching the sports themselves, because if you don't feel good, you're not going to want to be on the field of play. You're not going to want to go out and run. So we're dedicating ourselves a lot to improving the health and fitness as well. So I think I had 1 minute, and maybe that I exceeded it a little bit. But I just want to show you and thank you how we will spend these funds, because obviously it takes money to have all these folks come out and have sports uniforms and rent sports fields and do all the things to make a successful sports organization. Just here in North Carolina, we're working with 40,000 registered athletes just in North Carolina. There's a Special Olympics program wherever you all are from, and I could probably put you in touch with my counterpart if you came up and told me what state you were from. So do stay involved with us. Thank you for all that you all have done. And if I may, I'd like to introduce our athletes who are here. We did invite some local Asheville athletes to come in. We have Paige Soderman with us. We have William Clark. Come on up, guys. Now, these are not just local athletes. These are USA Games medal winners. Every 4 years, we put on local and state level events every year, but every 4 years we have USA Games. We were fortunate that we got to have our USA Games in Orlando in June. The soccer team that represented North Carolina was from right here in Asheville. These are representatives of that soccer team, and they brought home the silver medal. So give them a round of applause.
So if I could have Jill, and if you can come on up, Christian as well. So as mentioned, we heard about the Special Olympics in North Carolina. Tom Hill and I, we worked together, and so Hyundai is contributing $10,000, And Tom Hill and Hyundai of Asheville is also contributing $10,000 for a total of $20,000 to the Special Olympics for North Carolina. And now we're going to take a group photo for the Special Olympics of North Carolina. Congratulations.
Javier, move your head.
Straight to the camera. There you go. Thank you. That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then we'll have Tom and the Special Olympics take a photo.
Yeah. There you go. Can you just tilt it forward a little bit, the top towards me a little bit? Just tilt it. There you go. That's great. Thank you. Perfect. There you go, guys. One more. Great. Thank you.
Okay. And then Jill and Javier.
Jill, do you want to go on the other end? Jill? Jill, go on the other end. There you go. That's cool. That's it. Here we go, guys. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for your time.